Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It's Friday, April 21st. And had a comment from Naja Rutherford with regards, hope I'm pronouncing your first name correctly, with regards to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Apparently, good old Marge there is on the Homeland Security and felt the need to accuse, what's his name? Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Called him a liar to his face, which apparently is against the decorum of the committee, of the Homeland Security Committee. And, I think she should have been removed from Congress, clearly. I mean, if Tennessee sets any precedent around here. Oh, this snark. Okay, but anyways, she attacked Eric Swalwell, accused him of, having sex with a Chinese spy, and accused this other guy of being a liar, and basically folks were reaching out to Mark Green, who's the chairman, said, can we strike that from the record? And she got reprimanded and couldn't speak anymore in the meeting, which must have been a relief for everybody else on the committee. And then there's a little brouhaha afterwards where she said she talked with Kevin McCarthy, and Kevin McCarthy said she's fine, she can do whatever she wants. And Mark Green said, I had a conversation with McCarthy, and that's not quite what he said to me. So, I don't believe Marjorie Taylor Greene as far as I can throw her, and I'd really like to give it a shot to see how far I could throw her. But Spirit doesn't allow for stuff like that now, does it? And local laws. Okay, so Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's going on? Is this just purely for clicks and social media stuff? Why are you calling Alejandro Mayorkas a liar and Eric Swalwell I don't know, sleeping with spies? What do you call that? Opportunistic? What's going on with her? Let's find out. Okay. I think she's trying to project strength. You can think of her as being the woman here who's going into the teeth of this committee and the teeth of Washington, and she's going to bend it to her will. And why? Because there's money involved. Money. Yeah, you fundraise off of this. You tell your donors, look at all the work I'm doing, and I'm fighting the good fight, and you just back me up, and I'll get you that. So that's kind of the gist that we're dealing with here. And underneath it, we've got the Ace of Wands. Is it reversed? It is reversed. So it's kind of like action, but it's inaction. The inaction committee. So she's trying to project, she's trying to take a new path and, use this big beatdown stick, but she got shut down. She has no clue on what she needs to do to actually be effective and move like legislation or ideas forward. So that's going to be the theme that we're dealing with here. Okay, so in the past, she's got her backroom dealings. This could be her, in the MAGA crowd meeting with Kevin McCarthy to get put on committees in the first place. This is also dark money fundraising and all the stuff that basically put her in a position of power and allowed her to be on multiple committees. Current situation is the Sun. I think she thinks she's exposing people. So when she calls Mayorkas a liar and Swalwell somebody who's having affairs with Chinese spies or something along those lines, she thinks she's exposing the truth. I think the truth's being exposed, but it's not the way she thinks it is. So, overarching energy is the Justice card. She's on the Homeland. You can think of Homeland Security being like this. She's going after Homeland Security, thinking that she's exposing the truth on justice by being strong. I don't think it's going to work out for her the way she thinks it does, because justice actually, if you look at it, justice came the other way in that Chairman Mark Green shut her down. So she couldn't, instead of the Sun, think of the Sun reverse. Instead of telling the truth, she was telling lies. And that got shut down. So justice kind of worked. And she claims she'll work within the parameters of the committee. That we'll see how many minutes that lasts. Lesson to be learned. She's tiresome. People are getting, I think this also shows the GOP, they're getting tired of it. I did read an article on CNN, and members of the GOP were basically supportive of her ideas, not supportive of her tactics. Basically, I think they're getting tired of it. They have, a lot of those guys on that committee are actually interested in, security of the country. And when you got this loudmouth just yammering away, they're not getting their work done. They multiple people said they wasted time dealing with all this drama, and they're tired of the drama. They just want to do what they need to do to keep America safe. Outcome, hanged man. I think this isn't a Marjorie getting everybody to look at the Homeland Security Committee in a different light. I think that this is going to be, they're looking at her in a different light, and if she keeps running her mouth, they will boot her off that committee. She said Kevin McCarthy's not going to do it. He wouldn't. No, nobody would dare kick her off. They'll kick her off if she doesn't get in the line. But again, she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to get in line. She just tries to go around with a big stick and smash things, but she's got no actual talent, no skill. There's nothing. There's no light behind those eyes. Just the only light you see is the fires of anger and outrage, and then underneath that, what's underneath it? It's money. It's money. Okay, so that's my thought on Marjorie Taylor Greene being shut down. I don't think she's going to last very long. Of course, very long is a relative term. Maybe we should ask if she will fall in line. I mean, she's not going to. That's not her jam, right? Put these cards away. Let's shuffle them up a little bit. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene fall into line? Or maybe we'll ask two more. We'll do 2 4-card throws. First one, what will happen to her committee assignment if she falls into line? And what happens if she continues going down her current path? I'm not even going to throw if she falls into line. I'm just going to throw. I think she. Why throw the probability? Yeah, I might be able to fly too. Okay, she's never going to fall in line. That's not who she is. I mean, she's got this brand where she's just out there, fighting the good fight, yelling at people, waving her stick around, giving herself black eyes, chasing teenagers who are advocating for gun safety and stuff like that. She's good at that. But okay, so what's going to happen to her? I don't expect she's going to fall in line. If Marjorie's just Marjorie and keeps going, what's going to happen with her? Well, it's going to be the end of a cycle. And maybe the whole world will know it's the end of a cycle. She's going to be put in timeout. Yikes. Drop my card. Yeah, she's going to be put in timeout. That actually came out upside down. So now I have to look to see what 4 of Swords reversed is. You know what it is? 4 of Swords is on the high level, it's going back and meditating and really thinking about your situation. For her, it's not a voluntary meditation. She's going to be booted. It's like, go take a timeout. Go take a really long timeout. Because the government's tired of it. And you've done too much damage. And actually, in some ways, she might also look to say, have I made enough money off of this yet? But I think that's what it's going to be. She's going to be put in a long time out, and she's going to wonder if she made enough money off of her shenanigans to make it worth it. And, and in this card, the 6 of Cups is often a card of nostalgia. But I heard another reader, and I believe it's the woman, I cannot pronounce her name. She was the new woman that Linda G interviewed from New Zealand. My apologies, my love, if I can't remember your name. She uses this as the naive card. And I can see that. Marjorie Taylor Greene's like this little child over here and, wanting to be at the big kids' table, but doesn't know how to act like a grown-up. So she's going to be treated like basically, she's going to be treated like a child. Here you go. Go play. Go somewhere else. So yeah, she'll be booted off that committee. I don't know how soon, but she's not going to be long. She's not long-lived for it. Okay, that's my reading on Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hope you enjoyed it. For entertainment purposes only. Do all the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, Share it with your friends. Throw in some comments if you have other things you'd like to see readings on. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.